I look tired. Well, we can get short. Hi, everybody. This is Eliz-sha Keating from wisdomseekers.net for the last weekly, and this is Air, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Oh, I probably spelled Aquarius wrong on there. And this is for November 17th to the 23rd, 2019. And I forgot to get things ready. It's just been a little hectic around here. So, balance. The first card we have is balance. And that is something I talk about all the time. And for air people, that is a really, really important part of thinking, because air, well, thinkers, air is mind, right? And people who keep their attention strictly into thinking are not balanced. So we want to be balanced. Air needs to be grounded, which is not a thinking thing. Who needs to, he needs to have thoughts stopped occasionally, which is also very positive. And what else? I'm a little bit behind everything today. It's been eventful. It's been eventful since I talked to you last, and it's actually a good eventful. I think I've got everything ready to go. So, okay, I won't go that far anyhow. So I'm going to start out with the first card is the Six of Swords. And the Six of Swords is about, it shows an angel that's showing the wayfarer that he's almost home. Everything is going to be good. You're almost at your point of destination, or almost at the place where you want to be. And just to start off, I'm going to tell you I'm a little bit tired because I've been reading basically nonstop since 12. So I just promised that I'd come back and do this. So that it will not go past an hour today. I'm really sorry. So if you missed before and you don't get on, and it's come back on Monday. So it covers it as the Princess of Pentacles. And the Princess of Pentacles is a money card, but it's being surrounded by beauty. Okay, and so you that is what we want. And what is beauty? It's anything that makes us feel. My phone is misbehaving. It's anything that makes us feel good. It's anything that makes the senses look up, and good sound. It could be beautiful colors, flowers. Those are things that surround us with beauty. A nice picture, a picture that makes you feel good, or jewelry makes you feel good. Anything that surrounds you with beauty is a positive. So what's behind us is the Eight of Swords, and that's a card of frustration. You know there's a way out. You don't know how to get the way out, but honestly, you just have to look at it and drop your blindfolds. You can find the way out easily. What's below us is just happening. It's Eight of Cups. And Eight of Cups is we drew strength from our frustration. We became stronger. We became more balanced. We're still allowing ourselves to grow. What's coming out in front of us is the King of Pentacles. And as an energy, the King of Pentacles does enjoy the good things in life. He wants to have that apple pie, or that lager when he comes home from work. So it's enjoying the good things in life, which goes along with being surrounded by beauty, doesn't it? Or strength, balance and strength. So it feels like the first part of the week is going to be a little bit of a respite, little bit of catch your breath, and then we go from there. And that's ahead of that, or before, after that, is the Ace of Wands. And the Ace of Wands, it's a lot of support, great deal of support from your guides. It's also a lot of energy coming in and transmuting that which no longer serves us. There's a lot that no longer serves us. So when things go easily, gently, slowly, it's nice and easy. But lately, things have been coming in and they've been slamming against our old energy. They're not necessarily blocks, but they're old energy that's been there and it's sort of entrenched. So we're having a little bit of trouble letting go. And what does that do? It causes emotional stress, a little emotional upheaval. So what's supporting us? An Ace of Swords. An Ace of Swords is change. And that's a deep subconscious change. It's not necessarily a change we choose. Our subconscious chooses it. But the cards that come after that is the Eight of Wands. And the Eight of Wands is a powerhouse. It's flying high. It goes along with the King of Pentacles, enjoying the good things in life. What's very promising about this card is that it's a grounded card. We can be very high and happy and delighted, but still grounded. And that goes with the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is a very strong, balanced human being who enjoys the work, enjoys in his life. Is a balance. You see, his solar plexus is the power center. It's shining. It's balanced, and that is the young king. Well, who will be the king in the future? We do have our Five of Swords. We do have our tools. We've developed tools from all the skirmishes we've had in life, and we have the ability to use our intuition. All right, so balance, and everything I've talked about is balance, right? But the last card is what's the answer to how do we do all this? How do we make things work? Simply love. And that's always the answer. And I say this constantly. It's one of my favorite sayings. There's two things in the universe. One is love. The other is fear. One is an illusion. Simply love. Try love. And so when you're angry, step back, refocus, go into your heart. If your heart is open. If your heart's not open, it's going to hurt like heck to do that. And come out with love. Okay? So it's going to get loud. I was supposed to do this reading a while ago, but another reading came up. And so the answer to everything is love. Simply love. Okay? So let's get at it. Hi, beautiful. Oh my God, you're all wet. Our puppy dog came in soaking wet because it's raining outside. It's soaking wet outside. So, okay. Oh my gosh, you're dirty too. You have got a dirty face.
Yep. What you get for
She's running
for going out in the rain.
Well, she's happy to be home. Okay.
Yes, Laura H. But she's like a 6-year-old puppy.
6, yeah. She is a puppy, but she acts like yeah. They're all puppies to us.
Forever puppies.
How beautiful.
All right, should we get into the questions?
Yeah, we're going to get into the questions now. Well, pretty soon she doesn't like being wet. There goes the sofa.
Yep.
Oh, goody.
All right, let's do this.
Let's try and do this.
Kim Z asks, will I pass all the classes that I'm currently taking right now?
I got a resounding yes. I didn't have to go in deep. It just, before I got even into it, it was yes. So let's leave it at that and not look in it any deeper, okay?
Rachel Spalding says hi.
Hi,
Alicia Allen says much love to you and yours.
thank you.
Bree Erla says hello, dear Alicia and Elle. Hello.
Hi.
Gabby McMaster asks, hi. I have a question for my sister. She would like to know how her work situation will end. Thank you.
Okay, this is a little bit difficult. Work situation will probably end up fine, but I recommend that you look for a new job. Don't know why, but whatever's happening, I don't think the energy is going to dissipate, even though everything works out fine for you. I just that in the long run, you will be happy. You will be happier looking in a new job. That and I think there's one out there that's actually better for you than the one you're currently in. I mean, you may love this job, but there's another one that actually appears to be even more more interest. Yeah, I want to go to work. Okay, so and in the situation you're in, I don't get that. I don't get right or wrong particularly. I just do not feel that this is. I do feel that that somehow you are being used. It's the best way to say it. More of a like a guinea pig rather than. And that doesn't make sense, guinea pig. But you're being used. You're somebody else is pulling some strings, and they're not necessarily telling the truth of them for the whole matter. So, good luck.
Danielle Bennett asks, is there a message for my sister Nicole?
For or from?
For me, for my sister Nicole. Sorry, I jumped words.
She called you her little sister. That might not be who she is, but it seemed to be a family, not necessarily a joke, but a family acknowledgement. And of course, there is a great deal of there's a lot of love that came through, and it's just I think she wants you to know that where she's at, it's pretty darn good. I mean, I'm not sure how she passed, but it feels like there were a few things that were not comfortable in her life, and I'm talking probably more physical than emotional. And everything's good that way. She asked me to ask you to keep an eye on certain individuals in the family, and she says you know who these people are, and some of them need attention, and some of them just need to be watched. So mostly just coming through is a sense of of love and respect. And I have the feeling that there were times that didn't happen so often in your physical, when you were in the physical. So but now there's a great deal of love and respect. And with sisters, there's always poking and pushing and prodding that try to get your goat or get you to do more or things like that. But now it's just simply a great deal of love and respect. Okay.
Deborah Love asks, do you ever see my Gemini reaching out to me so that we can be intimate? My ex Gemini, sorry.
Love?
Or sex.
No, Deborah Love?
Yeah, Deborah Love. Do you see
Yeah, no, I just was asking about the name.
Yeah, Deborah Love.
It's possible, but I wouldn't put a lot of stock into it with you do. It's almost like, honestly, it would be not necessarily a flattering form of attention. If you know what I mean, it's more like it's more like what was that statement the girl called it today?
One and done, basically.
One and done, or slam bam, thank you, ma'am. So
hit it and quit it.
Yeah, hit it and quit it. Whatever. So its potential's there. I don't know that it's a potential you really honestly want to encourage. So if he does come back, unless he's amazing, I would suggest that you put in more. He put in a lot more effort than making it easy for him. Okay.
Tay asks, hello ladies, I was wondering if my birds Haruka and Koyoto, who passed away, have any messages for me.
Your birds have got a really bad sense of humor. Because the first thing I heard was squawk. Like, when they flap their wings. So as I said, they have a very bad sense of humor. They absolutely love being with you. They knew that they were loved and cared for, and that was an extremely important part of their life. And it made their time on Earth pleasant, so that when they passed away without any traumas, so to speak. And they are around you, right? They didn't leave. They're still there. You can still reach out to them. You can still talk to them if you choose to. And all you have to do is ask a question, then be quiet, and your mind will supply the answer, but that's actually them talking to you. Okay? So try that, because I suspect you have those abilities.
Rachel Spalding asks, I'd like a new job, but I would like to get a new job, but I really don't know what I'd like to do. Can you see what kind of job / work I will do next?
Okay. I don't know what it is. I see you laughing and sort of like running after something, trying to keep them in line. And it might be kids. It might be dogs, but you're enjoying yourself, whatever you're doing. And so I'm not sure what you will be doing. I do know that it will be something, it could be working in a club where you are a hostess, and it's not a restaurant, it's a club where they have not hockey, but they have golf and restaurants, and you sort of looks like you may be managing something. I'm not 100% sure, but it looks like whatever you're doing, there's a lot of sunshine. There's a lot of fun and enjoyment around it. Can you reach one of my leg pills? Or no. So it is. It does feel like it's something that you would have a lot of fun. You're really good with people, and I think that's what it is. Basically, you get to direct people rather than. It's not it's a 9 to 5 job maybe, but it's not a 9 to 5 job where you sit down or run around. You do both. You sit down, you negotiate, you show people around, you suggest things for people to do. It's something that I feel that you will really, really enjoy a great deal. Do you have a next question?
Yeah, one sec.
So I think that is be open to something that is so different from what you're doing now that it comes as a surprise. But you are capable and really good at what will happen.
Maria Munoz asks, does my mom really believe that I live 2 blocks away from her house?
She says, yeah, she does. I don't know why. I'm not quite sure what that question's about, but it does appear that your mom does think that, yes. Do you have a question?
Yeah, coming. Sorry. Just getting some water.
Sorry, it's been a
Long day.
hectic day, and we're trying to catch up with ourselves.
B. Erla asks, how does Jeff truly feel about me at the moment? Thank you so very much.
Jeff. At the moment, he says he likes you. There doesn't seem to be a lot of negative energy, but there doesn't seem to be a great deal of energy either around it. He says, I like her. And basically that's what I'm getting is he likes you. And it's not a question or anything. It's just, yeah, I like her. So it should be, yeah, he likes you is the answer. He's no he doesn't fear to be frustrated, doesn't fear to be anything. Anyhow, I'm just
Rambling.
Yeah, rambling.
AP asks, hey again, did M's family and friends influence why we are not together?
Yes. And M actually listens very closely to them, and she doesn't actually always think for herself, or M doesn't think for themselves. So it might be that you're better off for being outside of that relationship, because they're always going to be the ones in control. Okay.
Jennifer Schweb asks, is my spirit guide Tobias connected to me from a past life where we were together, or did he become a spirit guide another way in one of my past lives?
Tobias says he's always been with you. There's always been a connection between the two of you, and that there always will be. It might be that he's your twin flame. Mostly twin flames do not come down at the same time. Mostly they hang back and help guide you from the other side. There are a lot more twin flames right at the moment because of the energy that's going through the world, the shift that everybody wants to be here right now. But at the same time,
No, not twin flame, spirit guide.
I realize
okay.
that.
Okay, sorry. I thought I read the question wrong to you. That's all.
Yeah, no, but quite often the twin flames stay on the other side. Very rarely do they actually come to the physical with us. There's more now than usual, but that's just because of the energy that's going on. So so it might be that he is your twin flame and has always been part of you, and always will be part of you. Okay.
Laura H says, hi, Eliz-sha and Elle. How are you?
Hi. We are a little bit tired.
Loopy.
A little bit.
Puzzle of Life asks, hi, what positive news is happening for me in the last few weeks of this month from my spirit guides, like career, love. Thank you.
Well, it seems like there will be something to celebrate towards the end of the month. All I can tell, it looks like they're having a party. So something very good and positive is happening. I feel that you're going to be very positive as well. It might be a new acquisition that you really, really needed. And when you got it, you're just going, oh, I love it. It's great. I'm not sure what the acquisition is, whether it's a big acquisition or a tiny one. It could be that you're a painter and you buy this great color of paint, or it could be you buy a new vehicle, or a new vehicle comes to you and you get a really good deal and you just love it. So something positive is coming, something that you're going to be more than happy to have in your life. Okay.
Laura H asks, may I have a message about 2020, how 2020 is going to be like?
So that's a long time. And every year there's going to be a good and there's going to be bad. But as a general rule, 2020 should be fairly decent for you. You're going to find that you see things from a different vantage point, and you're happier with that. You're very happy with that vantage point because it's a more positive, more positive than you have been in the past, and and because you're more positive, life does appear to have more exciting things coming your way. And I'm only going to do for the first 6 months. So because 6 months, it's really shifts and change. If you want a full reading for 2020, Elizabeth, our Aunt Beth, whatever, she does one month by month. It costs around $70, $80. I'm not sure. It's a lot of work. Takes her about 2-3 hours to do it per person. And I know it's a huge seller because her accuracy rate is quite amazing. And if you truly want a vision of your 2020, I would recommend her. I personally don't do those. I thought about it and I thought, I think life is, there's too much ability. Things change too easily for me to want to put my skills on the line that way. But I do believe that things are going to improve because you see yourself in a more positive way. Good luck.
Lakshmi asks, hello, wise lady and Elle. How are you doing? I have my second round interview this Monday. Will I clear the interview for this company?
I got a yes before I went deep in. So I think that, yes, there's a really good chance that things are going to go your way. And so you present well, you're smart, you're good looking, and you know the subject well. Do a little bit of prep work if you have to make sure you get the definitions down well and things like that they use in their particular area. But I think that you should go to the next round if there's another round quite easily. Okay.
Princess Nee asks, hello, may I please ask what I need to do to be ready to meet the man I will marry?
Good question. That's a question that's a good choice, actually, to make that question. So first of all, you look at yourself and see what you like, and with you see stuff about yourself you don't like, then you ask yourself why you don't like it, and it might be that part is what you want to change. Why you don't like it, not that you don't like it. And I know that sounds a little strange, but for instance, if your hips are a little wider than the gorgeous models on the runway, and you don't like it, don't change your hips, change your attitude. Look at yourself and think, wow, look at that, I'm gorgeous. Love yourself. And that's always going to be my answer for everybody that asks that particular question. Love yourself. You may choose to change that your hips are a little bigger. You may choose to exercise and whittle them down, or you may choose to cut out bread and whittle them down. But you do it from a point of love, right? So the more you love you, the more you're going to attract the man of your dreams. And if there's nothing you can find that you don't love, then the man of your dreams should be there very quickly. But this is self-love is about loving yourself regardless of the fact you wear glasses. Because when I was growing up, women who wore glasses didn't become misses. There's a saying like that, and I heard that over and over again. So, but I don't care that I wear glasses. I could wear contacts. I have worn contacts. I just prefer glasses over contacts. So love yourself as you are. And then if you choose to change, that is also fine. Okay.
So I'm just going to lump these 4 comments together.
Okay.
B. Erla, Jennifer Schweb, the Polynesian Princess, and Tay Tay all say that they love your necklace. It is a obsidian arrowhead.
Not obsidian, it's flint.
Flint?
Flint. It's flint, and it's made. I made it for a young man who has who becomes stressed under
Pressure.
I'm wearing it to see if it sits well, and it does. And yeah, I love it too. It took me 3 tries to get it right.
Yeah, they say that necklace that you're wearing looks really lovely. Your necklace is so pretty. Your necklaces are so beautiful.
Well, yeah, I'll make them for people if you want any. I keep trying new designs and things like that. Let's see if I can show you one I did. This one. This is a practice one. It's glass, but I like it, and I've actually worn it. There's another one I'm not so fussy about. It's also so glass, but it's the style I wanted to try out. So yeah, I have fun doing them. I really enjoy what I do. So I'm always pleased when you like what I do. This is some of the resin ones we've done. They're very simple. If I can get it. It's just resin with a what's the green stone? Moss agate, yeah. And as before, like I said before, love glitter. So everything I make's got glitter on it. But these are ones we did quite a while ago, actually. And we have improved a lot. So yeah, I just enjoy doing what I do, so I'm lucky. Go ahead.
Blossom 11 asks, "Hey, will I be spending Thanksgiving with family or friends?"
I think it might be friends. We called it our Friendsgiving. That's what we did. My kids and I, we spent it with friends we'd never met before, but it was still lots of fun. And the first thing that came was friends. Oh, but it could be your friend. You have family that's friends, so it does feel like it will be a positive event. Okay.
Tracy T says hello.
Oh, and please, will somebody tell me when American Thanksgiving is?
I think it's like the 29th? Question mark?
Yeah, just
it's next week anyhow.
Yeah, so let me know, because I should put out a different card that day.
Yeah. Tracy, sorry. Desiree Ann asks, "Hey, how are you tonight? Will me and my boyfriend make it through the rough patch we are going through? Thanks."
Yes. Which is nice, because it's really tough. It's always tough to go through a rough patch, but sit back and listen to him. Hear what he has to say. I think I listen to a lot of women talk about things like this, and what I gather is the men don't feel that they're listened to. They're not necessarily right. In fact, I can guarantee a lot of the times their thinking is not what I'd call logical, but listen to him, hear him, and let him know how you truly feel. Do not nag. Do not complain. Act how you want to be treated, and don't put on the poor me act, because that just frustrates the heck out of him. He doesn't know how to deal with it. Okay? But hear him. Whether he's right or not, hear him. Is that Angie?
Yeah. Also, real quick, the 28th is the American Thanksgiving.
28. Okay,
28.
thank you. I
So
will.
it was a day off.
I'm going to write that down. It's everywhere. I should know.
I mean, considering it's only North American holidays.
No, but it's not Canadian, right? But Jen, do you want to try that?
Anjali with a $9.99 super chat asks, Elisha, love you for all the positivity and strength you gave me these past few weeks when I needed it so much. Elle, you are awesome. You're welcome.
She is. She can be a pain in the butt too, let me tell you.
I'm not cocky or anything. What's coming for me in the next few months or this year? End of this year.
I feel that you're going to have a surprise. And it's a surprise that's going to come out of left field and you're going, I wasn't expecting that. But it's something good, it's something positive. And I think it's something you've been wanting for a while. How much of a surprise it will be, I'm not quite sure yet. But I do know that it's good and it's happy. And mostly what you should be doing is healing and looking after yourself and doing that as much as you possibly can. But I do feel that something probably more towards December, something really good is coming your way. And I'm not going to tell you what, because I think it should be I want it for
Spoilers.
you. Yeah, a surprise.
Yeah.
Do you want to pass that to Jen? So
our next question comes from, Maria Herrera says, hi. Jenny Jones asks, is my grandma watching over me?
Jenny Jones, I got a resounding yes. And she's right here talking to me. And your grandmother is kind of a sweet lady. But she's also tough as nails. I mean, she had a facade of being nice and sweet, but you didn't cross her. And she says, she sends you, of course, she sends her love to you. And she's also got a great sense of humor. And she sort of whispers, and when things go missing there, I'm around. So, like I said, she's a little bit mischievous, but she's also got a big heart, etc. And she also says she whispers in your ear when you need advice. And she kind of hints that she whispers in your ear a lot. So I think you've got a really great squad around you, and your grandmother is always there with you. And she did suggest that maybe some of your nighties could be a little more modest. Okay, that's from her, not from me.
And on that note, Kimchi Bay says, Libra sun and rising here. Gabby McMaster says, thank you. Tracy T asks, hi, Elisha. Hi, everyone. Does my late partner have a message for me? Thank you.
What was the last name?
Tracy T.
Tracy T.
And she adds, thank you. You are an angel. Yeah.
Not yet. Still alive. He says he misses you and he wants to reach out and give you a big hug. And he's kind of sorry that he left he's kind of sorry he had to leave so soon, because he says, I can see where things were going to get so much better afterwards. but it wasn't it was his choice, of course, but it had been set up before he was born that he would have to leave. He keeps feeling like he wants to reach out and give you a big hug. So there might be times when you feel like you're being hugged, but there's nobody there, and it's just an energy of comfort around your shoulders. Know that he's there for you always. He is a bit of a matchmaker, by the way. He keeps suggesting that you reach out and be friends with his old friend, and I'm not sure who that is. You may know, and I wouldn't jump into any relationship just because he tells you to, but also at the same time, it's permission to go ahead and live your life and enjoy it. And again, most people on the other side want you to know they're doing fine. He's doing fine. He's okay. He says he's taking counseling, and he's doing. This is his words: relief work. And I'm not exactly sure what relief work is, but I do know when my mother passed over, I don't know if she's still doing it, but for a long time she was going to people who are dying, who are afraid of dying, and helping them. So he's probably helping here and helping there, and doing other things and he's enjoying what he's doing. Okay.
Maria Herrera also says, I also like the necklace.
Thank you.
Tracy T says, Aqua, Sun, Cancer, Moon. Stace Libra asks, how does Thomas feel about me?
Okay, I think he likes you. Sometimes these people come up with the weirdest ways of saying it. Do you remember that song, Got the Sun in the Morning and the Moon at Night? And it's not actually a love song. It's I can do anything better than you kind of song. But it's like he's singing this to you. So I think this guy really likes you. And that's a really, really, really old song from like the 40s, I think.
Wasn't it a Broadway musical?
Oh, sure, but I never saw them. I saw them on TV, old movies. So yeah, I'd say the guy really likes you.
Next.
Yes.
Danielle Benite says, thank you. Kimchi Bay says, any messages for me regarding a relationship? I could use some advice and guidance right now. Thank you. Appreciate you.
Okay. Very strange. I'm not exactly sure how to say this. So I'm going to give you as much of it as I possibly can. Be a little more domineering. Put on a sexy outfit and be the boss. I think at times you have a tendency to be too sweet and mild, and your relationship requires you to be not so sweet and mild, and also a little bit stormy, but not in a way where you whine or anything. It's just in a way that you are a little more dominant, and don't be afraid to show a little more ankle, so to speak, and read between the lines on that one. Okay.
Joe Firmino asks, hello, darling. What type of lifestyle do you see towards my next job? Lots of traveling?
I think you actually hit it. I think you got that right. But it might not. It might be more irritating after a while than fun. So just stop and when you choose a job, say yes to the job that has travel and not travel, because all that traveling, if you get too much travel, you will not be happy. But say yes to the job that takes you to exotic places. Okay.
Maria Herrera asks, hi, can I have a message from my mom? Thank you.
So I guess they're really happy on the other side. They all want to give hugs. And there's a hug for you today. And they're saying, that, and obviously I know from previous questions a little bit of what's going on, but they're saying that they will help you with your son, and whatever choice you make will be to his benefit. They do seem to think that something about music, he should continue with music or some kind. So I don't know what that means or not, but your mom is thinking music is important part of his life. Okay.
Yasmin Fox asks, hey ladies, what do my angels want me to pay attention to?
So funny thing, they showed me streetlights. So when you walk along the street, do you sometimes forget where you are and just start thinking and not pay attention to where you're walking? Because they want you to pay attention more on the mundane part of life. And the street light is yellow. It's not red, it's not green, it is yellow. So that's a time when you want to pay strict attention about whether you cross or not. So pay a little bit more attention to the mundane part of your life. Spirituality is really good, and you're really good at it. But yeah, pay attention to the streetlights.
Lori Dotson says, hello, sending everyone love and light. Emily Aquine asks, hey, any messages coming in for me from Spirit?
So there's quite a exuberant energy on the other side today. Again, I get this a lot from people and quite often, this is not a unique message. Get out there and enjoy life. Get out there and do things. In their case, they look like they're doing rock and roll. The rock and roll, it just feeds your soul. So get out there and dance. Get out there and enjoy your life. Okay? Because a lot of us, we wait for life to come to us before we enjoy it. Get out there and go to it. Make things happen. I'm sure you can do things that are fun, that you enjoy, that are fun. And it might be simply listening to the new old time rock and roll. But and that's just what it looked like. And I grew up with the 70s music. Of course, I love rock and roll and and that kind of, Led Zeppelin and things like that. So, but get out there and do something. Break it up a bit. Don't do the same old. Okay. Good luck.
Tay says, thank you so much. I'm really happy to hear that they know how much I love them. I'm also happy to hear that they passed away without trauma, especially since Kyoto was in pain before he died.
He was, but he wasn't blaming anybody. It wasn't a great deal of pain. It's like, when you're sick, you don't remember it. So he doesn't really remember it. He just knows that, I feel fine now. And just remember, you did the best you could for him with the knowledge you had. Okay.
Lori Dotson says, Elisha and Elle, you need so R&R. Sending you blessings and healing and financial blessings and vibes. Thank you.
Yeah.
That is from the bottom of my heart. Everyone here, send yours to them too. Thank you all. And your blessings worked. Because shortly after is when Anjali posted her.
Oh, yeah.
So thank you. Jennifer Schwab says, thank you so much. I felt connected to him in a different way. Sorry. Thanks for moving around YouTube. You're so not helpful. In a different way, as soon as you told me his name in a past message you gave me, I felt the connection was very strong and loving.
Toby's, as a general rule, are really, really nice people.
I had
or cats. we had a couple of cats. Well, I had a couple of cats.
I had one.
Yeah, we had one named Toby, and I had one named Toby when I was young, quite young, and I just like the name Toby as well because the energy feels warm from that name.
Mm-hmm. Puzzle of Life says thank you very much. Laura H says thank you, Elisha. Very nice messages. Sorry. Lakshmi says thank you very much, wise lady. Yeah, I'm doing the paperwork. Princess Nee says, Elisha, thank you. I know exactly what you are talking about.
Good.
Puzzle of Life says, so talented. Tracy T says, I like it too. I love glitter.
So
you've come to the right spot.
Yeah. I don't know it's bad for you, but for the environment, but I try really hard to get it all into the resin and no spillage.
Yep.
We go out of our way not to spill.
Yep. I also go out of my way to hide the glitter from her.
Well,
so
yeah.
She doesn't overpower everything with glitter. I mean, everything shiny is always nice, but we also want to sell the stones.
Yep. But you look at this one, and you can see.
I sent her on a tangent, guys. I'm sorry.
Yeah. See how I have way too much glitter, right? You can't see anything but the glitter. I do that often. But I do enjoy myself thoroughly. That's the dragon part, they like all that shiny.
Yep. Jennifer Schwab says, wow, I always find your necklaces to be beautiful. The ones you made for me and my daughters, we wear every day and treasure them. I
love making those. Those were so much fun. They were, because I take the energy of the person and I start making it, right? And so, yeah. So hopefully everything felt right to you for the individual person. Because, yeah, it was so much fun making those.
Blossom 11 says, thanks for the message. Mimi asks, how does Dario feel about me?
Dario,
yep.
He's neither very close nor very far away. He's sort of looking over his shoulder, so which means he's kind of pointed away from you at the moment. That doesn't mean it will be forever, but so basically at the moment it's not a really strong energy between him and you or from him. It's not like you were out of his mind. It's more like he's got his energy is pointed in other directions at the moment. It could change, but he is pointed away at the moment. So if you're waiting for him, don't go out and have fun. Go out and live your life. We only YOLO, isn't it?
Yep.
We only live once.
Yeah.
Well, that's not true. We live a lot of times, but at this moment, this is where you are, and so you might as well live it to the fullest.
So I saw a meme, a Charlie Brown meme, where Charlie Brown and Snoopy were looking at the moonlight over a lake, and Charlie Brown says, "Well, you only live once," and Snoopy says, "No, you live every day. You die once. So live every day."
Yeah. And even with that every day is, I'm going to sleep the damn day away.
Go for it.
Go for it. Or you're going to go dance the whole night away and sleep all day.
Yeah.
Go for it.
As the kids say nowadays, you do you, boo.
What?
You do you.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, just do yourself. Did I not say that?
I mean, in the right sense, it's just when you say just do yourself, it kind of sounds...
Oh, okay. Not going there.
Sorry, my brain lives in the gutter, so
Yep.
you can blame the dragon for that too.
Yep. And I'm not going there.
And on that note, Jenny Jones says, "Thank you so much." Tracy T says, "Thank you, Eliz-sha and Elle. You're welcome." She adds, "Yes, I have met his old friend. I'm not in any rush for a relationship."
Yeah. I think it was more basically just telling you don't not go for a relationship because you feel bad. Go for it if you feel like it. It's more the energy I got. But yeah, I didn't get the feeling that the old friend was exactly your speed.
Kimchi Bay says, "Thank you. That totally makes sense."
Okay, good. And please read between the lines in that one a lot, because there's a lot I couldn't say.
Catty Tree Creations, that's a lovely name, asks, "What can you tell me about the 13th zodiac sign?"
Nothing. I don't know anything about it. It's a snake, right?
I think it's like the Ouroboros or something.
Yeah.
It's like OET or...
Okay, Ouroboros is it's a cycle repeating itself. And I talk about the Ouroboros a lot in my readings because everything is cyclic. But I honestly, you get more information from Google than from me, because I don't really know much about astrology. If Erin does a reading on Monday, you could ask her. She actually knows a bit about astrology. I think there's no reason to put a 13th sign in, because we've been living with 12 for so long that it's become part of who we are. It would be all right to have a 13th sign for some astrologers and keep the 12 for the rest of it. I think that 13 goes on the moon cycle rather than the Gregorian calendar. And I personally think the moon cycle is probably more valid than the Gregorian calendar. The moon calendars have been in effect for thousands of years. The Gregorian is like 400 years old. But other than that, I really have not a lot to say. And it would screw everything up. And I'm so good at being a Libra. I'd have to be in something else, like a Scorpio or a Virgo. And yeah, I'm really good at being Libra.
Also, again, Caddy, we do not do astrology.
I'm not an astrologer, no.
So
I love energy. Ask me about energy. I can do it.
these weeklies that we're doing now have just become habit. It's what helped bring viewers to this channel. So
And
we're
like
sorry
me,
we're not your cup of tea.
did she say that? I don't think I got that energy from her.
She just doesn't agree with you.
Oh, you don't have to agree with me. Nobody has to agree with me. But there's other people around who know more about it than I do.
Oh, she's saying astrologers are wrong. It's not real energy.
Oh, okay.
Anyhow, we answered your question as best we can, so let's move on.
Yep. But you asked me a question about energy. I got answers.
Maria Herrera says, thank you both. I really appreciate you. Emily Aquine says, okay, yes, I do need to start enjoying life. Thank you, Eliz-sha. Lori Dotson says, today is my brother's birthday. The energy is odd today. He died 29 years ago by his own hand.
Oh, that happens a lot. Let's see your brother. He says, that's old news. That's not me anymore. He's done a lot of healing and growing since then when he passed over. When you pass over, actually, especially if it's suicide or something like that, you're surrounded by all these nurses and doctors and from the other side, so much so that there's no space to actually see the human being that passed over until their health or their psyche gets better. And his psyche is definitely better. As for the energy, his comment on that is, he's funny. Your brother's actually quite funny. It comes from a Little Red Riding Hood. He said it's the better to change you with, the Little Red Riding Hood. It's the better to see, Granny, what strange eyes you have.
Oh, what big eyes
you have. It's
what
the better
mouth
to see
have.
you with, and so he's making a parable of that. So better to change you with. So your brother has a decent sense of humor, and he does suggest, he's your brother, right? He does says, don't think about the past. That's in the past. Let's go forward. And he's sort of reaching out with you, and it looks like he's got silver in his hand. Silver ring, silver jewelry of some kind. Like he's passing it on to you and giving it to you. And it's beautiful silver. It's silver. He's giving you, I think he's offering you knowledge with you accept it from him. And he's willing to teach you more. He's willing to help you in your life lessons along your life path. Okay.
Tay asks or says, that makes me very happy. I never wanted him to be in pain, and I'm so glad that he doesn't remember it. He deserves to be happy.
Oh, he is. He's a mouthy little bird, but he is. I mean, he's birds think differently. They really do. But he spent enough time around humans that he's quite mouthy in a funny way. He's not obnoxious, okay?
Tracy T says, wow, pretty. Valentina B asks, hi there, Eliz-sha. I'm wondering if there are any messages from a partner I am now separated from. His name is Alistair. P.S. Your last prediction came true for me back in June. We reconnected in the summer.
Okay, Alistair.
Mm-hmm.
So Alistair does not have a high opinion of himself, and he thinks that you can do better than him. This is not him shoving you off and saying, yeah, just you can do better than me, go find somebody else. He honestly feels that you can do better than him and that he is not worthy to be around you. There feels to be a little bit of guilt involved with what he's saying. And I don't know that he would stick around for you, because he literally does not think he's good enough. And I don't know how to change that. It might be something you can do to change that energy or shift it around. But so if he's being a little obnoxious, it's not because of you. He has respect for you. It's because he doesn't have respect for himself. And that's hard to understand, I expect. But step into his shoes, and if you're really interested, find out why he has such a low, when it comes to you, why he feels so low. Okay?
So I'm just warning people. We're going to take a couple more questions and then we're going to call it quits. It's getting late and we have to eat supper.
We have to eat supper, and I have to survive.
Basically. So Jennifer Schweb says, "You're so sweet, Eliz-sha. I'm happy you enjoyed making them."
Oh, yeah. It was. Ask Elle; she'll tell you.
She adds, "Elle, I usually tell my daughters less glitter is better. It gets everywhere. LOL. But the glitter is beautiful when it stays in place."
Yeah, we're very, 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 very careful.
Lori Dawson says, "That was our favorite book when we were little. I am having goosebumps. Thank you so much."
Oh, cool. So that makes sense.
Yeah. Karen McClay says, "Hi from New Zealand. Glad to come across your channel.
I'm glad to have you come across. I like the New Zealand people.
Mm-hmm.
We've met a few New Zealanders, and we've liked them all."
Yeah. Natasha Spellman asks, "Would it be a good idea if I were to move into the house of the guy who I've talked to these past few days?"
No. I just got no. I didn't get any explanations, just no. But it was a really powerful no. So you will do what you choose to do, but think about it really seriously if you want to move in there. I think there's another option that is much, much better for you. Okay.
And we're gonna end with Paris A. Paris A.
Are you Canadian?
No, A as in the letter.
I know, but just thought she might be Canadian with a name like that.
They asked, "Hello, I'm new to the channel. My sister recommended me to this page."
Well, thank you. Thank you, cousin.
Sister.
As I say, I'm getting loopy.
Can I use my turn to have her question answered, as I don't have a question? She wants to know if our family believes she has a baby.
They kind of think that might have happened at one point in time. Not all of them. Some of them are going, what? And some of them are going, it's possible. But none of them are going, I know this for a fact. They're all kind of going, Yeah, it might have happened at one time, but that's about all I'm actually getting. Um, it doesn't feel like really powerful energy in there and for them. So if you came up to them and said, "Hey, I had a baby," it might cause an eruption, but out of sight, out of mind, they're fine with that. Okay, makes sense.
Lori Dawson says, R&R time. P.S. Your mirror has glitter.
Oh, good. I like, as I say, I like glitter.
She adds, it turned out great. Valentina B says, thank you. He did tell me that in the past, and I tried to tell him he is the best to me no matter what. It's sad.
It really is. If you can get to the root of it, you might be able to help him. But the only person who can help him is himself. And that's a spiritual truth. You can't learn for other people.
You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink.
And that's our RCMP horses. Sorry, I had to put that in.
Karen McClay says, I will have to subscribe and watch out for the next time.
Welcome.
Rachel Spalding says, thanks, Eliz-sha. I work with the elderly, so maybe that's a job in an aged care home. It
felt more like you were in a really high-end, what do you call those country club. Felt like a high-end country club, actually. I'm not 100% sure, but that's something. If you work in a old age home, you'd be really great at
being a hostess.
A hostess in a high-end country club with sunshine and.
She adds, it's interesting that you said a job where I sit and move around, as that is what I said only just yesterday. And Lori Dotson ends us off with, I got no also about moving in, just saying what I picked up. And then adds, yes, Karen, please do. It would be great to have you here. And I agree. It would be amazing to have you here. It's amazing to have everybody here. We
do love it. Also check out Wisdom Seekers on Facebook.
Links are in the description.
It has that at the top. That Phoenix. We have a lot of things happening this week. This month is not so much, but next week we will be back on course. Tomorrow we're going to have our animal communicator on. I am not sure yet whether it's going to be on YouTube or not, because, quite frankly, I haven't been able to find Elizabeth that we did on Friday. My daughter found her, and we have quite a decent number of views, but I can't find her. She's not where she's supposed to be. So it might be just that it will be it will be on Wisdom Seekers, and that'll be 2:00 Pacific time. She's a very good animal communicator. I highly recommend her. So what else? Wednesday we will have Anna Lou doing her meditation again. She's a theta healer, and she's just simply amazing. Thursday, possibly, depending on how things are going, Erin will be doing Connect with Erin on Thursday at 3 Pacific time. And she will do some mediumship, but first of all, we will talk about what it's like about some aspect of mediumship. Then Friday we'll be back again, and Friday we might get 3 in and only 1 on Saturday. All right. So remember, Monday at between 3 and 5 Pacific time, we will be back here with just an interactive, no card reading at all. It could be Erin or could be me. I'm not sure yet. All right. So please feel free to come look at our site. We have next month. It'll be better again. I was a little lax this month, but with the energies coming back up. So
Also, sorry to interrupt. Also, we have an Instagram that we are trying to do more lives on. So please, again, the link is in the description. Join us, follow us, and come ask your questions there as well.
Yeah, please, because last time nobody would ask a question because nobody knew who I was and nobody knew how good I was, right? So they didn't ask. And I told them, go check out YouTube and they'd find out. Okay, anyhow, please follow us there too. I don't know why. I'm trying to broaden our scope so more of my readers get more readings because all my readers are just amazing. So with that, I'm going to say namaste, namasko. And as always, I love being here with you. And thank you so very much for being part of my life.